Hi, my name is Brian. I'm a solutions engineer here in Oracle Dublin, and today we'll be going over the different types of storage that are available on OCI and how to set them up.
Okay, so let's begin. Firstly, we're going to quickly review the agenda for today. Let's see some interesting information about data growth. Then we'll start exploring Oracle's storage proposition, services that take data to the Oracle Cloud, and a small demo at the end to show how fast and easy it is to create some storage using Oracle Cloud. As you're experiencing right now, data is growing uncontrollably, regardless if you are a big enterprise or a startup. As people use your application or services, they generate data. Failing to scale could bring such services down, resulting in a negative outlook of the public of your services. This is putting tremendous pressure on existing on-premise storage and IT budgets. Trying to scale and procure new hardware at that rate isn't needed. Seems like an impossible task. They think 90% of organizations will be adopting hybrid strategies to coping with the demand. Another interesting statistic is that 2/3 of the financial firms will be using more cloud services by the end of 2018, which just finished, meaning there's a huge shift in trust to the cloud. You may be wondering what this means for me and my organization, and how could Oracle help? Well, as you can see, we offer a broad portfolio of storage services. The top boxes representing storage services and the bottom representing key methods for getting data into Oracle Cloud. Let's start by exploring local storage, NVMe. NVMe, non-volatile memory express, is very simplistic terms as a hyper-performance storage service. You can attach up to 51 terabytes per instance, regardless if it is bare metal or a virtual machine. We can achieve up to 3 million IOPS, that's inputs and outputs, which is one of the critical factors to determine the performance of the storage. So if you're using Oracle or other databases that are storage intensive, also known as OLTP, online transaction processing, high performance computing, or technologies of containers such as Docker, Kubernetes, NVMe would be a service that you should take advantage of. Even in today's cloud market, not many vendors can offer NVMe, or they offer it under a beta testing, which makes it non-reliable for customers who have those types of needs today. Let's quickly move on to block storage. This is the most well-known type of storage in the cloud. It is a disk storage that offers a scalability up to 1 petabyte of capacity. It also boasts quite impressive features such as automatic encryption and replication to object storage, provides security and availability. You can also automate policy-based backups that can be restored within minutes. If you are running web servers, for example Windows or Linux, or other applications, including Oracle's suite, block storage would be our recommendation for those services. Object storage has two different tiers, one for frequent access and one for infrequent access. For frequent access, the usual suspects are Spark, HD Insight, Hadoop, or applications that manage music, pictures, or other unstructured data with the requirements of frequent access. Archive, as the name implies, gives less frequent access to the data. It quickly uses the storage information that is needed to be kept by compliance or security reasons. For example, backups, and you can also use backup vendors of your preference for this. Finally, we have file storage service. You can use it in many ways, including some of the cases previously mentioned. The main difference is that this type of storage allows you to have a hierarchical file and folder organization. A clear example of this is your folders in your computer right now. Under your documents, you will have subfolders and subfiles. You have petabytes of capacity, and it's all managed by Oracle. We'll now jump into two different offerings that involve some hardware or on-premise deployments. The first one is Storage Software Appliance. This is a software installed on-premise on a dedicated VM that will allow the customer to take advantage of off-site storage, meaning they can decide what to send on-premise to the cloud for redundancy or archiving. Next, we have bulk data transfer. This is especially good for customers who want to migrate large volumes of data and don't want to send their data over the public internet, or don't want to congest their network, or in some cases they don't have the best connections. Bulk data transfer allows you to send your devices or Oracle drives to us and we can upload the data to the cloud for you. Currently this service is only supported in the US. Now I'm going to give you a quick example of how you can create a block storage instance on Oracle Cloud. So as you can see, I've got the Oracle Cloud dashboard open in front of me. I'm going to click on the burger menu in the top left corner and I'm going to click on block storage. Once I've clicked on into the block storage service menu, I'm going to click on create block storage. I'm going to make sure firstly that I'm in the right compartment. Then I'm going to give the block storage instance a name and I'm going to specify the size I want in gigabytes and then the backup policy that I want. Once I have this done, I can click create and in a few seconds you can see I'll have my volume created and I'll be able to attach it to a virtual machine. Now that we've gone through that example, we've finished this tutorial for today and our presentation. Thanks for your attention. Stay tuned for some upcoming videos on deeper detail on how storage can be utilized by you and the different services we offer